This video is a documentary, a presentation, and a commentary on the reborn of the dredging and redevelopment of the once great Osuakwa naturally deep colonial seaport in Orashi River in Ihiala City, Anambra State, Nigeria. The Google Maps of this location of Osuakwa Colonial deep seaport in Orashi River is presented in this video for your viewing and information and reference. Now, you are looking at the maps of the Osuakwa deep seaport in Orashi River for your information. Please subscribe to this channel and watch the video. Thanks.
Abia State, Keta, Imo State, Anambra have some of the shortest distances, tributaries leading to the Atlantic Ocean. We have the Azumini or Azumiri in Abia State. We have Imo River. We have Anambra, which is River Niger. And then we have Okuta Lake in Imo State. We have Osuakwa River in Ihiala, Anambra State, which actually terminates in the southeast end of the Atlantic Ocean. And then we have the Osuakwa River in Ihiala, which I mentioned earlier, which is just a mere 18 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean, and it has a depth of 65 feet, making it the deepest waterway to the Atlantic Ocean, the deepest natural waterway to the Atlantic Ocean in Nigeria as a whole. Other waterways, other seaports might be deep, but they were dredged. This one is 65 feet deep. Osuakwa River in Ihiala, Anambra State, the deepest in Nigeria naturally, right? So,
and the maritime industry. The need for functional seaport in Anambra State and Southeast region prompted the member representing Ihiala 2 constituency in Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Ebuka Ilo, to move motion to resuscitate Osuakwa Seaport, Ihiala. Lending his voice to support the motion, the member representing Onitsha South 2 constituency in Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Judu Menajego, said that Osuakwa Seaport is one of the closest seaports to Atlantic Ocean, emphasizing that the motion is a way to attract economic advantage to Anambra State and Southeast region.
The Osuakwa Seaport is the one that is closest to Atlantic Ocean. This motion is also a way of bringing the Southeast and Anambra State in particular in the economic geopolitics of Nigeria.
Honorable Menajego highlighted that resuscitating Osuakwa Seaport will contribute positively in various sectors of the economy, stimulate our people in Lagos and other parts of the nation to invest in the state, and called on Governor Soludo to take it up with federal government in order to make it a reality.
If this seaport is resuscitated, there will be no need for His Excellency to go to beg the people that are in Lagos to come back, because what takes them to Lagos has already been brought here. And of course, it is also a fact that one of the greatest catalysts of economic development is access to the sea. When that is done, the multiplier effect of that on the economy will be unprecedented.
Akwa is a community in Ihiala local government area of Anambra State. The community hosts the Osuakwa River, which was a major waterway for transportation of palm oil and other farm produce such as yam, cassava, and fish from southeastern Nigeria to other parts of the country in the colonial era. Palm oil was a booming business back then, long before crude oil was discovered in Nigeria. Slaves were also being transported through the Osuakwa River. The Osuakwa River passes through delta wetlands to the southeastern ends of the Atlantic Ocean. The importance of this river to trade at that time led to the establishment of Osuakwa Seaport long before Nigeria's independence. The name Osuakwa is derived from two sources. First, the name of the town Akwa in Ihiala, and a major market close to the port called Ose, which was where major trading was done for goods landing and leaving the port. So the two names were merged to arrive at Osuakwa, and that's how we had Osuakwa River and Osuakwa Seaport. The development of Osuakwa Seaport was said to have been abandoned in 1959, that is, after a seaport was designated to be established in that area that same year. The most striking thing about Osuakwa Seaport is that it has 18 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean, while the Lagos Seaport has 60 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean, meaning that Osuakwa Seaport is even closer to nations that engage in huge volumes of international business with Nigeria. If the Osuakwa Seaport is dredged, it will serve as a major seaport in the country. Though the development of Osuakwa Seaport was abandoned in 1959, palm oil trade sustained the port until after the Civil War, when activities at the port were completely halted. Of course, you rarely hear about Osuakwa Seaport again because it has been abandoned for years. We're hearing that you can dredge this port and it will get to the Atlantic Ocean, and it can serve great purpose as a major port in that will serve the southeast, south, north central. This is it. Orashi, Osuakwa. Life here in Osuakwa, and this is Orashi, Osuakwa, the port, the great port that was abandoned in 1959. What a great place. This is it. Orashi, Osuakwa. Down there you see that this is a great waterway. Osuakwa Seaport. That's it. So mmiri na enwe kisi aga
Uguta Frederick mmiri port.
Dredge na ship self went to. Yes.
Uguta leg after Uguta leg. Gabazeto port.
Yes. So you can hear that this water leads to Uguta Lake, the great Uguta Lake you hear about. This water leads to that place, and then to Port Harcourt and down to the ocean, and that's why it's called the Osuakwa Seaport.